Good afternoon, fire signs, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. If you're new to my channel, I certainly appreciate both your subscriptions as well as your viewership. Okay? And to you loyals out there, welcome back. Okay? So with this reading, what I like to do, guys, for this month, is basically a more of a special topics type reading. Okay? And basically, what I want to do is to give you some helpful information on how you might consider changing the trajectory of your life here because we all want to live a more harmonious life, okay? So, what I'd like to do here is I'm going to shuffle up these cards here and I'm just going to discuss several various important areas, okay? And I'm not just going to be focusing on one specific area because this is a general reading. It may not resonate for each and every one of you out there. So go on and just accept whatever resonates and just let the rest go. So basically, I'm just going to just convey to you guys whatever that comes out here. And I'm going to discuss what I'm seeing in your present situation. Then I'm going to move on to share with you influences of others surrounding you, both good and bad vibrations, okay? Then I'm going to move on to just discuss with you what you might learn from the situation in which you will find yourself in during this time period in question. By the way, this reading is valid until the end of this month. And then we're going to move on and just look at a few internal conflicts and or self-doubts that you guys might be harboring, okay, in ways or actions that you might be able to release those. And we're going to move on and just look at your overall issues, okay, and just look at what might have caused you to be in a stagnant type situation here. And then we'll look at the outcome, okay? So let's go on and get started. As I said, I'm going to go on and shuffle up these cards here just to see what we have, okay? Let's see. So, Spirit, what message do you have for fire signs here, particularly for this month, okay? What messages do you have for fire signs? Okay, let's see what we have, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start off with the cards at the bottom of the deck, and it's like I pulled quite a few of them here. So we have freedom, okay? So with freedom, ladies and gentlemen, certainly this card gives me the feeling that a lot of you have been feeling a sense of restriction or feeling a bit restricted and really doubtful about your situation due to all of the heartache and pain that you may have had, not only in your emotional realm, but also perhaps in your career realm here. Okay? This card is certainly asking you to recognize your true power. Okay? To really trust in your intuition. Okay? And to by all means, ladies and gentlemen, release the past here because it seems that it's sabotaging many of you. All right. Then you have protection. Okay. So with this, is usually when I'm seeing this, even though I feel that many of you are being protected, you have to understand that I feel that during this time period in question, it looks like a snake is gonna crop back into your life, and I'm feeling it's probably this X that I'm getting. Okay? You need to trust your intuition and understand that some people really just don't have your best interests at heart here. Okay? So this is certainly telling you that it might be time for you to retreat from a situation that has, lingered, I'm feeling. All right? And it also gives a sense because there is in fact a snake lurking here that we might want to pull out a few letters, you guys, to help you identify. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that for the end of this reading and to just share with you, a person around whom you may want to might want to consider being a bit more vigilant. I'm kind of getting the sense that it could potentially be this ex, or it could be someone with whom you are working. Okay. The next card here, ladies and gentlemen, we have justice. So with justice here, it certainly shows to me that in your head, you're kind of thinking that the scales aren't going to really tip in your favor, uh, really, because I feel that someone around you might be kind of treating you unfairly here. All right. And although I see some type of an apology that may be coming from someone, as well as some of you may be involved in some type of legal debacle, I feel that things are, in fact, they're going to be resolved in your favor here because you have that strong card there. All right. And then you have love here. All right. So that's giving me a strong indication that love, in fact, surrounds you. But you can't find this love if you keep holding on to things that does not serve, things that do not serve your worth here. This card is really kind of beckoning you to know that it is safe for you to love. But you need to be a bit more authentic with your feelings. Stop bottling up things in your mind that you know you would want to say to someone. You know, stop being so defensive. I'm kind of feeling, and this defensiveness I'm feeling has been caused by a lot of fear. I fear that heartbreak, a lot of heartbreak, you guys, has really caused your heart chakra to shrink a bit. And it's time that you open yourself up so that you can embrace change, embrace new opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So now let's move right along and look at what may be transpiring or what the cards would like to tell you in terms of your present situation here. We have talent. Okay? That's a very positive card there. So this is certainly telling me that you guys have extreme natural abilities. You are very talented. So this card is telling you to go after a passion that that you've been pursuing here. Perhaps some of you may have been resting on your laurels. It's time to stop procrastinating. It's time to go on and just call up that talent agency or that modeling agency or whatever it is that you guys would want to do here. Some of you may even want to sing here. Okay? You have a gift, recognize it. But I feel, as I said, you just don't know how to use it, and this is the way to do so. Give something your best shot, ladies and gentlemen. And some of you have to understand that if you don't succeed at first, try again, right? Practice certainly does make, it does, makes perfection here, okay? Now let's look at some influences of others, air influences. These influences, ladies and gentlemen, could be either bad or they could be good here. So we have family, all right? So with having that as an influence here, I feel that although some of you might feel a bit isolated from family, I feel that there may be upheavals that might come along the way, but understand that your family really does in fact care for you. They love you. And understand that these type of upheavals tend to happen in every family. But at the end of the day, your family really loves you and they are supportive to you. I'm seeing some type of a family gathering that may crop up for you guys, that may come up, and it will help you to restore whatever, harmony in a situation that may have, gone sour in some way. All right. So now let's move right along and just look at the water energy in this reading. What you can learn from this situation. Okay. We have the life purpose. So with that card, that's suggesting that you're going to certainly learn to really trust yourself a bit more, to not sweat the small stuff as you've been accustomed to doing, and to really embrace change because that's what this card is calling you, is calling for you to do. All right. Now let's look at a few internal conflicts or self-doubts that you might be having. We have the answers here, and this is kind of a funny card here because it really shows that you guys already know the answers to the problems that you're seeking here, and you're just stalling, or you're just vacillating a bit too much. And when you don't trust your intuition, you tend to sabotage yourself, right? So I feel many of you second guess yourself extremely too much, and this card is kind of indicating that you might want to try to stop doing that a little bit too much. Okay? So now let's go on and just move on and just look at your earth energy here. And this is the overall energy. What may have caused the stagnancy that many of you have been enduring? Okay? We have willpower. All right? So with willpower, it kind of seems to suggest that many of you need to kind of control your addictions here, and it could be sexual addictions, or it could be drug type addiction, or something that you're just just putting too much attention towards here that might be getting in the way of your relationship. Okay, even for many of you, I feel that your impulsive or irrational behavior might also be the culprit. Okay, you seem to succumb extremely too much to temptation that really serve you no good purpose here. I'm kind of getting from many of you. So let's look at what's your outcome if you continue to move along in the way that you've been doing. Okay, if you consider the advice that I've given you. Okay, we have closure. Okay, so with this card, I'm kind of feeling that it seems that a lot of you constantly try to recreate the past. You want to save the world here, and you can't do that. You need to let the past go and embrace new opportunities. Enough is enough, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to accept an ending and embrace change. This is what I'm getting here. It's time for you to move out of this comfort zone here. Step outside of your box and try to do things quite a bit differently here. Okay? Now, I did mention that at the beginning of the reading, it seems that you guys have a snake that seems to be lurking. Okay? So we're going to go on and just pull out 20 letters to help you identify people around whom you might consider to be a bit more vigilant. Okay? I'm just going to select 20 letters to help you identify this fire sign. So, Spirit, please guide me to the 20 letters that fire signs need to see in terms of recognizing an energy or the person that surrounds them that may not be there for their higher good, okay? And it's more than likely someone from whom you need to extricate yourself, okay? So let's see. All right. We have an A, an E, another E. We have a T, an I, another I, an H, an S, a U. We have another E, a G. And keep in mind, it could spell a nickname, or it should spell a name to help you identify who this person is. We have an O. We have an A. Okay, 7 more letters. V, O, E, E, N, and 2 more. And then I'll call them all back to you. Okay, we have an N, and we have a G. Okay, so let me go on and call them back to you to make sure that you all have them. Okay, we have there are 5 E's, 2 N's, 2 I's, 2 A's, 2 O's, 2 G's, a T, U, S, H, and V. Okay? So fire signs, while we are speaking along those lines of telling you things that you might need to let go, this closure card is telling you that, a relationship, an ending that you guys have experienced is going to really, it serves you well. A bad ending. Because it's gonna be the catalyst to your success, but you're gonna have to let this go. You're gonna have to close out this situation. If it requires you to have closure with this person, go on and do it. But this person means you no good here. I'm kind of getting. So let's go on and just examine a few more things that you might want to surrender or let go here by shuffling up a few of these cards here. Okay. So, Spirit, what are a few more things that fire signs might want to consider surrendering or letting go as they embrace change? Okay. It's time that you surrender to receiving support and love because we do see that that is on its way. There's a strong possibility coming up for you guys, but you have to let go of this past. Understand certainly that it's time that you allow the love and support of others and rather than, trying to handle everything on all by yourself here because again, because your heart has closed quite a bit or it's just frozen, you know, that's kind of getting in the way here. But you're going to have to release that. So this can take the pressure off and really simultaneously nurture your soul. Okay? It's time that you surrender to now here. Some of you are being delusional about a certain situation. Again, it seems that this is the reason why you're still holding on to your past, which serves you no good. It's time that you accept people in situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and really make the best decisions, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So it seems that certainly this is decision time for many of you. You're going to have to make some type of decision here. And the cards are kind of telling you that it's only one decision to make. Let the past go. Okay? It's time that you also surrender your attachments to results here. Understand that the formula for success is to really do all that you can to really make things happen. Then you just have to let go of the results because really holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can certainly, in all ways, it can sabotage it, right? And last but not least, surrender to divine timing, okay? Understand though, sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. Understand that if a goal certainly isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow of life. All right. So, in conclusion today, fire signs, I'd just like to leave you with a postcard message that is meant simply for you here from Spirit. And I'm just going to go on and just get that postcard out for you guys here. And I'm going to read it as it is written. All right. So, here is the postcard. I'm going to read it as it is written. Dearest you, there are times you get lost but refuse to see your part in things. Happens to everyone. Something feels familiar but sort of off. If you're feeling confused, it's best to throw away that map you're using, which only lets you navigate based on your past experiences. That isn't what you need right now. Instead, take a deep breath and open to the truth. A desire to stay in denial means that part of you doesn't want to be responsible for the pattern that's showing up in your life. Yes, this is the right time to wake up and start again. By the way, you will always get another chance. You have unlimited chances to start again. We love you so much. We really do. Be gentle with yourself. Coming out of the now is like being temporarily blinded by super bright lights. Allow your eyes to adjust. Carry on, special one. A beautiful life awaits. Loving you so, so much. Okay? So, fire signs, this is what I have for you. I certainly hope that this reading has offered you the advice that a lot of you are seeking. Be sure to like and share and subscribe, fire signs, if you've yet to subscribe. If you'd like to have a more personal reading, you can definitely contact me at will.brown at watconsultinginc.net. Enjoy your evening, and I look forward to hearing your comments. Thanks a lot.